I already start the recording. Okay, guys. Good afternoon again. Okay, before we start, I would like to show you something. If you are noticed that there is an individual project application submissions already open, so you can start submit if you haven't done. Okay, if you are done, so this is application submission and this is document submission. Please read carefully, and even in the question as well, it's mentioned for application submission what type of file you need to submit. Okay, so documentation, you are allowed to submit the document DOC or DOCX or the PDF files. Okay, for the application it depends on your your tools, which tools that you are using. Are you using Scratch? So if you are using Scratch, so you need to submit Scratch file lah. Okay, if you are using BYOB, of course you need to submit BYOB files. And if you are using Snap, of course you need to submit the Snap file. So you can download the Snap file, you can save in your document and submit the link. Okay, submit the download link. Okay, file into submit the download file. Sorry, not a link. Submit the download file into the Moodle, and that's it. Because I understand a few of you say that when you using a link, okay, using a sharing link here, okay, you go to here and then you go to your Snap, okay, Snap website. Okay, so when you go to here and try to open your project, also I need to log in back because I already left it without doing nothing. Okay, so when you go to your projects, so you just share the link using the share link here. Okay, now you open and then you share the link. So you said that when you try to run it online, okay, it becomes too heavy and it becomes slow. You say lah, okay. Some of you are saying to me, informing me about this. Okay, so what you can do is you can download. Okay, you can save the file and then save inside your computer. So you just upload the file from this computer. So expected to get from the Scratch is the extension file name with .sb3. That is for the Scratch. For BYOB, if you are using BYOB, so it's a .ypr. And for the Snap, expectation is .xml. If you are uploading the file, all these three I can open. So don't worry. That's why I give you a choices to use where you are comfortable to use. Which one you are comfortable to use. And do not submit a screenshot of your program inside the application submission. Application, it doesn't say anything about screenshot or document in this application submission. You must submit the application file. If you are submit a PDF file or if you are submit the screenshot file for your application submission, it's considered not complete and marks will be deducted a lot. It may some of the criteria you get 0. So please avoid it. Okay, please avoid it. Read carefully. Okay, so you must read. You must read all the instruction given. So read carefully. So applications, submit the applications. Documents, submit the document. Okay, clear. Clear about the submission for your assignment. Okay, is it clear, the submission for your assignment?
Yes, clear, miss.
Okay, so now we go here. Okay, now we learn something about the argument, the custom block with the argument. So let's open our Snap. So opening your Snap, guys. Open a new file. Open your Snap. Open your new file. Once you are done, let me know.
Miss.
Okay, thank you. Everyone open your Snap. Okay. Even you are not using laptop, you know that using a Snap, you can open in any other devices, right? So like you can open in your tablet. Okay, if you are using tab, okay, you can open in your iPad. Okay, if you are using the iPad, okay, so you can open any of them. Okay, from any of them. Guys, please turn off your camera if it doesn't show your face. Please turn off your camera. Okay, so let me start. So today, if previously remember in our square, okay, when we draw our square, okay, our square shape, okay, our circle and our triangles, we just draw directly like that by calling the repeat and so on. We don't put inside the block. Okay, so when we use this, so no block, so it's just a normal block without an argument, because when we open the block, it's just a simple program here without any other argument. Okay, we don't have the parameter. So parameter, when we have a parameter, so we need to insert the argument here, but we don't use that. So today, using this, okay, by using this, okay, not using this lah, we do something different. Okay, we will create something, we will create a shape, a basic shape lah, a square or circle that receive an argument, need an argument. Okay, so let's restart. So first of all, we want to have when a green flag click. If you want to change your sprite, you may change your sprite, but for now I don't want to change my sprite. So I will have a clear, and then I will have a pen up. Okay, and then I will set the pen hue, okay, to a random color. I will put hundreds. Okay, then I will have a setting of my pen size, so it will be 3. Okay, it will be 3 and panda. So now I want to create one block. Okay, the block name is square. Which category you want to use for the square block? Which category you want to use for the square block? Which category?
Pen, please.
You
Pen.
want to use pen. Even though this already all in green color, you still want to use pen. Okay, can, no problem. Okay, so we have pen square. Okay, for all sprite, command. So we will have 2 arguments. Okay, so at 2 parameters. So the first parameter was the length. Okay, it will be the length. The length, okay, the length of the square. Okay, and the second parameter will be the height. Okay, I think I spell it wrong, right? It's a HT, right? Height. Okay, numbers. Okay, so you have 2 parameters. Okay, 2 parameters. So we will start having it. So I would like to have a repeat, but this time around it's only repeat 2 times. So first of all, I will have a move. So this move will have the length. We will have the length by moving. So I say that the move will be multiplied, okay, by the value of 20 multiply the length. Okay, it will be it's for the length lah, it's for the length. So we have wait 1 second and turn down 90 degrees. Okay, we say it's turn down 90 degrees. Okay, so and I will have another wait. Now it's time for me to draw height. Okay, so I will have the same move. Okay, so I will have the same move. So I will bring, but this time around I say my move will be 20 as well. Okay, sorry, bring the operator multiply. Okay, 20. Okay, we need to make it bigger so we can see it's all move. Okay, move 20 multiply high. So any value that we enter here for the arguments, they will be flexed to the length and the height. Okay, so then we have a control, wait 1 second and turn down 90 degrees, another 90 degrees. Okay, so wait, I will close first. So that's it. Okay, we will close. I will show you. So here, inside here, you call pen, you call your square, you give the value. So let's say you give 3 and 2. So this 3 is exactly for your length to the argument for your height, because it depends on the first parameter and second parameter. So if we look at your block, so 3 will reflect to the length, 2 will reflect to the height. So it will be 20 multiply 3 and 20 multiply 2. So when you click the green flag clicks, okay, that is how your square will be look alike. So it show that not our pen doesn't change, right? So you can set a pen color here for a while. So let's we see. Okay, either they will change. They will change when we set the pen color. We need to set the pen color and change the hue. So it will be something like this, guys. Okay, they will draw. Okay, they will draw. So you can always set your point direction at the beginning, okay, as a 90. Okay, you can set, okay, always set the point direction here, okay, as a 90 degrees. So the value of the argument, you are the one who gave them. Okay, the argument here, 3 is for length, 2 is for the height. So if you change, it will be like this. Okay, if you change, you say 4, 4. So it will be 4 multiply 20, 4 multiply 20. So you will get an even square. So you can change it become a rectangle or a square. So this is what we do. Okay, this is what we do. Okay, so this is what we do. Okay, so when we have the argument, we pass the argument to the parameter. So the first argument is for the length, the first parameter, and second argument is for the height, for the second parameter. Clear? Clear?
Clear, Miss.
Clear? Done. So, are you done? Is everyone done?
Yes, Miss.
Yes,
Yeah?
Miss.
Done,
Done, Miss.
Okay. So, let's say if you want to get the value of height and the value of the height and the value of the length, okay, from the user. So let's recreate one simple program. Okay, let's recreate one simple program. So previously I keep showing you on how to create a shape, like a pattern using the using the polygon. Then we create the shape of square, and then we create the shape of rectangle, triangles, okay, and the circles. So let's now we try to draw an object based on the shape we had. Okay, so based on the shape that we had, we want to try drawing an object. So we know how to draw the triangles, okay? We know how to draw the square, and we know how to draw the circle. So let's we try to draw, okay, a house. Of course, I will show you one sample, because after this you need to do based on the practice by yourself. That is a practice for you. So I will show you one sample, then you need to do by yourself after that, how to draw any object that you get. Because when we say creating an object is something that you must use your own creativity on how you want to create the object. So if you have the object like a house, how you want to create a house? Of course, you need to imagine, okay, for the house, you need to have a base, okay? The base can be a rectangle or can be a square. And then that is our house base. Then we have a roof. So how is the roof? So you say it's a triangle, so it can be triangle. Then we have a windows. How is our house windows? It will be a small square or a small rectangle. So you can imagine something like that using what? Okay, so then we said that, oh, we have a door. Door, we have a rectangle and we have a knob, the door knob. So the door knob is like simple, like a small circle. So you imagine something like that, what you want to have. So now we will create a one house. Okay, so let's proceed. So you can save the file. You can save the file. Please save the file. Okay, please save the file. Saving the file. I will not save as I already have the file. Okay, you save the file. We will start creating something. Okay, we will start creating something. Okay. Okay. So here we go. So we have only one sprite. Okay, you can have two sprite. Okay, you can have a conversation of two sprite. So if you want to have a two sprite, you can have a costume. Okay, you have a costume, so you can have a new costume here. So maybe one is the teacher, one is the student. So you can have something like that. So we find out someone that can become a teacher here in this costume. Do we have any people that can be like a teacher? So maybe this Devin. Okay. Okay. So here we go. So sorry, I will have another sprite. So this another sprite, it will be a students. Okay. So it will be a student. So it can be anyone. Okay, the student can be anyone. You can choose any persons that you want to be as a students. Okay, who will be my students? Okay, maybe monkey will be my student lah. Okay, so monkey will become my student. So I will put here monkey. So this is teacher. So we'll have two, okay, we'll have two conversation. So first of all, we will have when a green flag click. Okay, we will have a when a green flag clicks. So okay, so we have a clear, pen up. Okay, then we set the pen color. we set the pen hue to a different color. Okay, so they will change differently. Okay, and then we will set the pen size lah. This time around I want to have one only. Okay, so then we want to go to the direction of point in. Okay, I will give you 0 lah. It will draw. Okay, it will be up. Okay, 0 positions. Okay, and then because we want to be straight positions, okay, then we want to have them going to position of 20 and 0. Okay, and then let's we say something. Okay, hello, welcome to my class. Okay, today we will learn, okay, a new okay, today we will learn a new command. Okay, okay, so are you guys ready? Then you can broadcast to your student lah. Okay, you can broadcast. I will have broadcast and wait lah. Broadcast and wait, new, and then I will broadcast answer, because I want to get an answer. Okay, so when I receive answer, so the student will reply. Okay, the student will reply, yes, please teacher. Okay, so the student will reply, yes, please teacher. Okay, yes, yes teacher. So something like this. Okay, so something simple reply. Okay, simple reply. Okay, so okay, done. Okay, so done. Are you done? You guys still see my screen sharing, right? So are you done?
Yeah, yes, please. Very clear.
Okay, I will wait. Don't worry. That's why I'm asking. I'm asking that doesn't mean that I'm asking that you must done by now. Okay, I'm asking because I want to make sure everyone done.
Done, miss.
Okay, if you are done, just let me know. Just let me know. We will proceed. Or just call randomly. Your guy's name. So I want to check whether you are done or not. Okay. Excel, are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Benny, are you done? Benny, are you done?
Miss, can you show me the second sprite?
Can.
Okay.
guys, when I call your name and you does not respond, it shows something, guys. So please, please be in front of your laptop during the class. Okay, when we keep saying focus during the class, it's not that we get angry to you guys, but this is what happened. Okay, you are not in front of the class, and then later you guys will say that the lecturer doesn't respond, but actually the student are the one who not respond. Okay, Fatihi, are you done?
Yes, Miss, I'm done.
Zinyi, Chua Zinyi, are you done? Zinyi, are you done? Okay, done, Okay. Okay, Benny, you are done, Okay. Hongji, Chai Hongji, are you done? Okay, Kamun, Chen Kamun, are you
Yes,
done?
Miss.
You are
Yes.
following me right now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, Hassan, Harith,
Done, Miss.
Yes,
okay,
Miss.
good. Okay, Lip Hao, Muhammad Saad, randomly, I call randomly. Okay, Muhammad Saad, are you done? Syahmi Nabil, are you done?
Done, Miss.
Okay, so can we proceed to draw the house? Can we proceed to draw the house?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Okay,
Yes,
so
Miss, can.
okay, let's we proceed. So the house will be drawn, in the sprite one, so in the teacher. Okay, so we will have a broadcast. So the broadcast will come in from here. Okay, so the broadcast will come in from here. So maybe we will ask something. Okay, we will ask something before we broadcast. Okay, we broadcast the message. Okay, a few things that we must know. Okay, since in our in our program, we need something when we want to draw we need something of value, argument difference, especially when we want to draw the base of the house and the roof of the house and the windows of the house. So it will be different. So we will need to ask a different question. So for now, we will just ask broadcast. Okay, we'll ask a broadcast, a new one. So broadcast house, because we want to draw a house. Okay, we broadcast house. So we have when I receive house. Okay, this when I receive house. So you can try, see. Hello, welcome to my class. Today we will learn a new command. Are you guys ready? Yes, teacher. And then they will broadcast the house. But house doesn't have anything. But why your teacher becomes, okay, so it's a, because you say up, so you can have the, it's supposed to be stand, it's supposed to be stand, okay, but it become like this, so you can also try to change it to 90 first, okay, so you can try changing to 90 first for a while now, okay, later we will change, later we will change, okay. Okay, so now we start with when I receive a house. When I receive a house, we will start having questions. Okay, before we have a pen down. Okay, we have a questions. So where the position that we want to draw the house. So first, okay, the draw of the house, okay, will be the base. Okay, the base of the house. So we want to draw a base of the house. Okay, 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 we want to draw a base of the house. So let's we go, before that we ask them a questions. Okay, we ask them a questions. So so we have length and height. So I will have a square. I will create a block. So I know you will say pen to create a square for the base of the house. So I will have a block square for all, right? Okay, command. So I will have the same one, length. Okay, the length and the numbers. Okay, and the height. Okay. Okay. Numbers. Okay, so this is our height. So this is our height. So we will have a pen down. The pen down will be inside your block. Okay, not inside the house there. So pen down. Okay, it will be inside pen down. Then we will have a repeat. Okay, we will have repeat. Bring in the repeat because we want to start drawing our square. So 2. This time around, I don't want to make it very slower. So I will have move, operator, multiply. It will be very big lah because it's a base. So I say 25, multiply the length, and turn down 90 degrees. And test, you can test after this. So and then another one, move, multiply 50. 50 multiply the height. Okay, 50 multiply the height. So turn down 90 degrees. Turn down again 90 degrees. Every time must pen up. Okay, every time must be pen up. So when you test, okay, when you test, you have a square, but this time around the square value you enter the argument. Okay, you enter the argument for the square value right now. So you say is 6 and 3. 6 and 3. So when you click, hello, welcome to my class. Today we will learn a new command. Are you guys ready? So you say yes, teacher. Okay, then they draw. Of course, it's too fast because we don't put the waiting period. So imagine that you want to get the value for the base is from the user. So what you can do is you ask a questions. Help me with the base first. Okay, you can have the say. Okay, can you help me with the base first? Okay, you can have can you help me with the base of the house first? Okay, so so you can have this, or you can if you don't want a question, maybe you can say, okay, now help me with the base of the house first. You can say something like that. So can you is like Okay, if a can you is like something that you ask. Okay, so if you don't want to ask, you can have. Okay, now help me with the base of the house first, you say. Then please, okay, enter the length value, you say. Okay, enter the length value. So you must have the length. Okay, so I will create a variable for all sprite. I will say b length. B length means for the base length. Okay, so I will set the base length to the answer. Because we have two arguments, so we don't want them to be confused which are questions we are asking. Which are we asking? So you can have also enter the height value. So then we have variables, make a variables b height. Okay, b height. Okay, so then we set the b height to the answer. Okay, so now you must check. You must check. So now your square is not 6, your square length is not 6, your square height is not 3 anymore. So it will be based on the user enter value. Make sure you put in a correct order. So when you click play again, hello, welcome to my class. Today we will learn a new command. Are you guys ready? So you say yes, teacher. Okay, so now help me with the base of the house. First, okay, enter the length value. So you say you enter 4. Okay, enter the height value. So you say enter 3. So this is your value. So it depends. Your house will be depends on the user insert data. So if you have more than that, because you have a door, you have windows, so you may have a multiple questions. But if let's say you don't want to ask all the questions, you can continue with the arguments that is a default. So your house size, it will be default. It cannot be changed. It can be. But now I want to show you lah. I will give you example one with the user input data. So you also can input a data for your argument value. So this is what I want to show you. Okay? Clear? Clear, guys?
Miss,
Hmm.
can I see the code of the custom block, please?
Which custom block?
The
Square.
square. Yeah, please.
Is it this one?
Yeah, miss. One second. Okay, miss. Thank you.
Okay. So did you guys get the square when you enter the value?
Miss, can you press the green flag again?
Can. Sorry. Done.
Done, miss.
Okay, so when you enter the length value, say you say 4, so enter the length, the high value, so you say also 4, so it'll be like this lah. Because we know the value that we enter here just now, okay, in the square for the height is long at 50. So that's why height will always must be smaller than length. Okay. Okay, so can we proceed for the next one? Okay, proceed. I will proceed. Okay, guys. Okay, so let me proceed. So now I will change it to 0 again because I will start having the other position as well. Okay, so here we go. So now we want to draw the roof. Okay, drawing the roof, I say I want to point in direction 0. It's not 90. That's why I change. I change 0 again, this one. So I will change 0. Okay, and then I will move a little bit, like 150 to draw the roof because it will be triangle. Okay, okay, and then I will point in direction again for 90, and I will move a little bit for the value of the 163. Okay, just simple random value. Okay, just simple random value. Okay, it's just simple a random value, so no need to worry. Okay, it's just simple random value. So now we draw our triangle. So having a triangle, I want to create a block. So I know you will say pen because it's okay, creating or drawing the shape. So triangle, command for all spread. Okay, so we will have only one size. So I will have a triangle, input name, so it's a size number. Okay, so inside this, remember how to create the triangle. So before that, don't forget to pen down. Okay, repeat 3. Okay, repeat 3, and then this is your size. Okay, turn down 240 this time around, and then move. So the step will be on the size lah. Okay, so it doesn't it doesn't fix here. Okay, so 25 multiply the size. So don't forget to pen up. Every time must pen up. Okay, every time must pen up. So it's similar. It's similar. So the size will be given by the argument that we insert. We insert here. Okay, the argument that we insert here. So we are done. We click OK. So once we click OK, we go to the triangle and give the value. Okay, give the value, guys. Okay, so give the value. So in this time around, we will enter a value 7. Okay, so we just assume. Okay, we just assume the value. Okay, so we just assume the value. Okay, so when we assume this value, so the square and height must be a different value as well lah. Okay, because we must have the a nice house. Okay, we must have the nice house. Okay, done. You want to see triangle, right? Okay, I will open again. Okay. Okay, if you are done, let me know.
Miss, I am done.
Done, miss.
Done. Okay, so can we proceed?
Yes, miss.
Can we can proceed Okay, now let's proceed. Okay, so now the next one is we want to draw another square. So on our roof and for our windows, okay. So we want to draw the door. Sorry, we want to draw the door. Okay, we want to draw a door and a knob and the windows and some square on the roof. Okay, so let's we go now. So now we want to change the position. Since the position for our windows will be different, so we say it will be a different positions. So just imagine there will be in a different position. So this position, we are the one who's setting up. Make sure the position is the correct position when you want to draw. Okay, and then we point in direction 0 again. That's why I put 0 here, 0 here, and then 90 here. Okay, so let's we see what happened Okay, point in direction 0. So let me call back our square, but this time around with a different value. It will be 3 and 1. You are creating or drawing a different things, but don't worry, the argument is different. So they will follow the argument based on the calculation. Okay, they will do the calculation based on the argument. And then we have to draw the knob, okay, the door knob. Okay, so I say it's 57 and negative 100 and 0.5. That is the doorknob. So here we go. We need to create another block named circle. So we say that the circle will have pen lah. Okay, I know if I ask you, you will choose category pen as it's a drawing. Okay, so circle. So for circle, only one parameter as well. So the parameter was size. The parameter was size. And then we have the number. Okay. Okay. The parameter will be size. Don't forget your pen down. I'll make it bigger as it will be a long program. Okay. Pen down. Don't forget pen down. Then we say, if the size that we enter in the circle equals to 1, so we have a different step. Okay. So they will draw a full circle. Okay. They will draw a full circle. So if size equals, so it must be equals lah. Okay. If the size equals to 1, the circle will be a full circle. So it will repeat 360 lah. Okay, repeat 360. They will draw a full circle. Okay, 360 and then move 1, turn 1. Okay, now move 1, turn 1. Okay, move 1, turn 1. So then we say, if the size equals to 2, so if the size equals to 2, that means, sorry, why I call the size first, okay? So if the size equals to 2, okay? So if the size equals to 2, so if the size equals to 2, that means it divide by half, okay? It divide by half, so it will be repeat 180, half of the circle, so semicircle. So it will become semicircle. So the move also will be half lah from the category here. So it will be 0.5, but the turning down will be multiply. Okay, so it will be 2. Okay, it will be 2. So we have another if, so you just can duplicate. Okay, duplicate the whole, but this time around if the size 3, okay, if the size equals to 3, it's only 36, more than a half, so it will be 0.1. Okay, it will be 0.1 and 10 degrees. Okay, so you can check, you can check. Okay, but it's not here yet. Okay, the circle is here, but it's not having the parameter yet. Okay, so when you click OK, you bring it here, and then you put the value 1. Okay, you put the value 3. Sorry, 1 will be very big. Okay, you put the value 3. So when you start running, you can test. You can test why it comes like this. Suppose okay, we maybe put, okay, it's okay lah. Wait for a while because I want to check. So you put 6, okay, for the length, and you put 3 for the length. Okay, so this is where you get so the obviously is something not correct with the point direction. Suppose your door is inside here. Okay, suppose your door is inside here. So we need to make the direction, okay, correct. So let's retry again. So suppose it be like that. Okay, suppose it will be like that.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
Can you go back to the circle code?
Yes, I will go. Let me show you first, guys. You guys first, so it's supposed to be here. So your triangle supposed to be inside here as well. So something is not correct here. So we need to check. We need to check. But it must the point direction is 0. Then it will fix. But it doesn't finish yet. So maybe after we have done, it will finish. So let we check. Let we check after this. So you guys want to see the circle. So here is the circle. So later on it will be one simple one house for you guys. So let's wait for you guys to finish the circle first. Don't forget to pen up your pen up. Don't forget. Okay, don't forget your pen up. So while you are writing, then you can try. Okay, today. So let's try again. So you put 6, you put 3. Okay, so your okay, your door is not there. So let's figure it out how it's supposed to be there. Let's figure it out why it doesn't want to be in a direction. So later we will look why it seems to be like that. Later we will look how so it's supposed to be point in direction 0, but I don't know why it doesn't show the point in direction 0. So if I have a fast left, right. Okay, let me see. Today we will learn a new command. Are you guys ready? Yes, teachers. So let's draw again. Okay, 6. Oh, still the same. Oh, I'm missing something. I know why. I'm missing something. I think I'm missing something. It's okay. Later we will fix. Are you done with the circle? I think I'm missing something.
Done, miss.
Okay. Are you done with the circle? I'm missing something. Okay. So apply. Okay, done. So now the missing thing is inside our when I receive the house. So we need to set the position for our house. Okay, we need to set the position for our house. So the position of our house, okay, so it must be before here lah, before we draw the circle, before we draw the square. It's after we set the height and the we get the value of height and the length. Okay, that is where I'm missing. Okay, I'm missing the direction lah. So I say it's negative 60 for the x and y is negative 140. Okay, so you can try again. Hello, welcome to my class. Today we will learn a new command. See, it's a direction correct, right? Doesn't going up there, going up here. Okay, so we put a value of 6 and 3 again. So now you already get a nice house. Okay, you already get a nice house. A nice house with a door and a small circle as the doorknob. But we are not finishing yet because we said that our house will having the, okay, the air, what we call it, the square one here, like the air coordination here. Okay, so we also have a windows here. So we will proceed. Okay, we'll proceed here. So we will have a go to direction. Okay, so we need to set the direction of our okay, our windows. Okay, so here we go. Negative 20. Negative 20 for x and negative 95. Okay, then we just call square. Don't worry, you all, because you already draw okay, you already create, okay, the square block, so you just call them, but this time around you put a different value, 0.5 and 0.25. Okay, so I will repeat again, calling the go to, because a different direction, 4 windows, 4 windows, so the direction will be slightly different. So negative 35 and negative 95. It should be okay, in the same area. Okay, so the direction will be the same one. Okay, because we want to have an even, okay, an even size for the windows. So 0.5 and 0.25. Okay, and then we have another windows. So if you are too lazy to drag and drop again, so you can duplicate. Okay, just duplicate. So this time around, negative 35. Okay, the last one will be negative 35 and negative 85. So the value will be same, 0.5 and 0.25. Okay, and then you duplicate again, because you say I don't want to go and bring here, so you can change here. So this one will be negative 20 and negative 85. The value also the same here. So when you click the green flag, click, you enter the value. Okay, you enter the value. So let's say you enter a value 6 and 3, because this size is for the 6 and 3, the base of the 6 and 3. The size given here, like 7, okay, 3, 1, 3, okay, all these for the size, the base size of 6, 3, okay, the length 6 and the height 3. So this is what you can get. So your windows, okay, you get your windows, you get your windows. So this is your windows, guys. Okay, so now the last one. Okay, the last one we will have a go to 1, x1, y90, and the square is 1 and 0.5. So we just create three different block, but we reuse again and again many times, because We just need to change the argument only. So then when we try again, See, this is what we call incremental and iterating. Okay, when we test, we know, why the door is not in the correct position. So we know that we didn't set the position. So here we go. The last square, this go to 190, square 1, 0.5 for this square. Okay, and then the square from go to x, negative 20, 95, negative 95 until this, okay, the line here. So this is for our windows, 4 windows that we have. So that's why we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the circle is for our knob. So if let's say you choose 1, you say, I want 2 lah, I want 2, you say. So you see what happened to your, okay, to your door knob. Okay, so you can see it will be a different things, very different. Okay, so the size given here is based on the size of 6 and 3. It become very big. Wow, too big. Okay, why it become a full circle as well? Because if you look here, it's supposed to be half. Okay, it's supposed to be half here, but why it become full circle? Because you turn 2 degrees. That is the reason. Okay, that is the reason. Because even though you say at 180, but you say 0.5 and 2 degrees. Okay, that is the reason. So choose wisely if you want to draw the knob. So let's say you say, okay, my base, I change it. You say you want to change the base. So the value also will be affected here. So if you change the base, okay, you can try changing the base. The triangle will be affected, especially maybe the door and the knob and the windows doesn't affected, but the triangle, okay, the triangle will be affected. So next we see if we change the value of the base. Okay, so I say 9, and then the height will be 5. The position itself different, so you need to change the position here. Move how many steps, you need to move the direction different way, and then your roof also will become very smaller. This is what happened when we didn't give the correct value. So if you want to make a bigger house, change it direction here. So it's not 150 that you must change the step. So the bigger you have for your base, the bigger step you must have, okay, for your triangle as well. So it's not 7 as well. Okay, so you must try you put 9. So what will happen? Okay, we can see. So we can change the direction of step here. So the value will be different. It will be different, very different, totally different. Okay, so enter the length. You say 9 just now, right? 9. Okay, and then 5. So okay, we can see the size is correct, but the direction or the step is not in the correct position. So you need to change. You need to change as well this step and the step here. So follow what you have learned until now, how to draw the shape, how to make the shape in a, okay, evenly with the base shape. So follow that. Okay, follow that and you will get a nice house. The size already even, but of course it will not in a correct step because we say it's 150 based on from this one, from the square. Okay, it just move 150. So let's say you move 200. Okay, so you move 200. So let's see, is it what happened if you move 200? Okay. So you can create a simple program. Okay, you can create a simple program. So 200 or become nearly. So you have more than that. So you need to try an error if you change the value of the length and height. Remember that. Okay, clear guys? Okay, we will not use this. Okay, are you clear guys? Is everything clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Any questions? Home sweet home. Okay. Any questions? So we will draw a nice house again. Okay, we're using the correct value. So this one 7. We need to change this to 7. Okay. Okay. Now we see 6 and then 3. Okay. So this is our nice house. Okay, we have our own house here. So, any questions? Any question you like to ask me?
No, for me, miss.
Huh?
No questions.
No question for you. Okay. Other student, do you have any questions?
Miss, can I look at the whole script?
This is the whole script.
Hi, Miss.
Yes.
Can I look at the square,
Square
the
one.
self block, the make up blocks?
This
Not
one.
square, triangle.
Triangle.
The block for triangle.
The triangle.
Yeah,
This one.
yeah, thank you. I'm done, Miss. Thanks.
Guys, did you get the house? Hmm?
Yes.
Did you get the house? Yes, getting the house. Who didn't get the house? I want to change the question. Who didn't get the house? Because usually when I ask, did you get the house? Some of you will just keep quiet. I didn't know, okay, about your situation. So who didn't get the house? Who didn't get the house? Who didn't get the house?
Miss, I think everyone got it.
You think everyone got it? We didn't know, Michelle. Sometimes they just don't want to respond. That is the true one. The hard truth that we need to, okay,
Yeah,
to accept.
I know, Miss. That's why I'm saying if like most people are quiet, maybe it's because they all got it. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so if you are getting the house, okay, so we do some practices. Okay, so this practice, as I mentioned, starting this week, okay, starting this week until next week before your lab test 2, okay, the exact date of lab test 2, which is on Thursday, okay, or at 4:30, okay, during your lecture class. So before we had that lab test, remember I said that I will give you a lot of practices questions like your lab test one. So today is the first one. So doesn't matter if you didn't finish, because I know it's already 5:45. So you only like have less than 1 hour from our class, and we know that 50 minutes before the class end, the attendance will be closed. Okay, so it will be like 30 minutes only lah you have. Okay, so doesn't, okay, it's not a problem if you didn't finish, okay, doing the class, okay, if you didn't finish doing the class, but you know, right, just as like your lab test 1 practice, you can always message me to check your work. You know that, am I right, guys? You know that things, right? You know that, right?
Yes, miss.
Yeah.
So I need to remind you guys a lot, because sometimes students say that lecturer didn't give the exercise. But if we look at the general, okay, in our general here in the Microsoft Teams, okay, a few exercises given to you for the lab test. 2 from here, 2 from your tutorials. Remember? But some students will say that lecturer didn't give a exercise for the test, exercise for the, okay. So that's why we need to remind you again and again and again and again. That is the sad but truth things that we need to accept. Okay. So today we will start having the first practice. So you can see, you can see the questions. The question is not much different, okay? If you look from the lab test 1, the question will not be much different. Just the, sorry, not the question. The concept is not much different, okay? The concept is not much different. Just the problem will be different. The question's problem will be different that you need to solve. If in your, okay, during your practice, okay, okay, so during your practice last time, you solve things like, okay, you need to solve like this one. I also need to check again. So to create a leap year, okay, and then doing the exercise 3, it's okay to calculate the cost of the books, okay, when they bought the Phaeton and BYOB books. Then when your exact, okay, exact lab test, the problem will be different. The problem that you need to solve is you need to create a multiplication table. But the concept was similar. Okay, the concept will be similar. So do the same as lab test 2. The concept will be similar, but the problem that you need to solve will be different. Now, of course, will be different. If the same question, then that is not a test. That is happy exercise. Okay, so here we go. The first one, I will share with you in. I will create one channels. Okay. Sometimes student need an evidence, okay? Student needs an evidence to have a channel for, okay, like a proper channel to save the, okay, to share the exercise, okay? Okay, I will give you one new channel, one new sub channel in your, okay, public channel, or okay, in your lecture channel. So it will be your exercise 1. Okay, lab test exercise 1. Okay. Okay. Wait, I didn't. Okay, I didn't upload yet. So you guys are looking at the screen sharing. So here are the new one, lab test 1, exercise 1. So here is the questions. Okay, I will make an announcement. Announcement. Okay. Okay, so important. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. You can download the, you can open the file. So if you open the file, okay, so read carefully the questions. Okay, read carefully the question. So the question are asking you to create a simple applications using the broadcast, span, control structure, and custom block command. So when I say control structure, that means you must have the repetition and the selection statement, the if else statement. So you need to think how you want to make them, include them into your program. If you read the marking criteria in the questions, okay, in the questions, assignment questions, we do have the control structure. So please follow. The questions will be a very basic questions, but you need to fulfill the marking criteria. Okay, so the question are: import two sprite onto the stage. Name sprite sprite 1 as teacher and sprite 2 as students. Teacher will ask the student whether he or she wants him or her to draw a pencil or a sheep. If the student say pencil, teacher will draw a pencil. If the student say sheep, teacher will draw a sheep. So the conversation should not overlap with each other. There must also not be any time delay. Usage of custom block and broadcast is compulsory. Okay, that is question 1A. Question 1B, write a pseudocode algorithm for question 1A. That is the only things you need to do for your practice. Okay, so when we say draw, that means you must draw, not stamp an image. Stamping an image, 0 marks for this criteria. Okay, we have this criteria. So if you go to your questions, because sometimes you forget about your assignment questions that you had the marking criteria there. Okay, you get the marking criteria there. So let me remind you again. Okay, let me remind you again. So it's question lab test 2. Lab test 2 is lab test 2. Okay, so this is lab test 2. Use of sprite. Create your own sprite or edited sprite costumes. Sprite. All sprite named properly and very well designed. User input. At least you have one or more than one user input to respond. Use of pen. Complete the drawing as instructed. If you are just stamping an image of the pen, okay, the drawing, then no marks will be given in this. Okay, so read carefully the criteria. Okay, read carefully the criteria. So see, we have the loops, the conditionals, okay, program termination, program correctness, execute correctly without error, and the output is appropriate. So if you didn't draw the image or the object, then how you want to get exemplary for this part? Okay, so please follow carefully. Okay, follow it carefully. Clear? Clear? Clear, eh?
Yeah,
Okay.
miss. Yeah.
Okay. So now, I want to show you one more thing. Okay, some of you asking me to help you guys with the procedure or the block. Means if we have a block or we have a procedure, how we want to write the pseudocode. So this is where I will show you how you want to write the pseudocode. Because since you already started to write a pseudocode, so here we go. So you can see my whiteboard.
Yeah, I can.
You can see the whiteboard. So here we go. Okay. So remember our square just now. Okay, I will get it from our maybe not for our square lah. The one that I just opened, triangle. So we have a triangle. Okay. So you have a triangle, right? Maybe just a simple one first lah. Okay. Let me. Okay. You guys, I will share the whole thing lah. Okay, I will share the whole screen. No. If I share the whole screen, the whiteboard will be disappear. Okay, I hope you still remember the code from the one that we create just now. When I receive the house. So you have the when I receive the house. Okay, so I just keep a few things. Okay, I just keep a few things. So when you start, okay, Okay, when you start, okay, you start, and then there is a few things here, then you broadcast. Okay, broadcast house, to draw a house. Okay, so you broadcast the house. So when you broadcast the house, you say you receive the house. When I receive, okay, house. The screen is too small for me to draw, okay, for me to write. So when I receive house, so let me, okay, let me remove for a while. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so let me write it carefully. So here we go. So we say when we receive the house, so when I receive house, so you say you start asking question as, okay, as height, as, okay, as what else, length. Then you have the square block, right? You have the square block, am I right, guys? So this square block you can write as a square block, okay? You can write as a square block, or you can put a function or procedure block. So you can call function square. Okay, square. This A, this U. Okay, function square. So you don't have to fill up everything inside here, but you can have this function square outside of this. So this is that you call the square. Okay, or you can put just a name square, or you just call square only, no problem. Okay, and if you have a parameter, so when you call the square, you must have the parameter as well lah. You must have a parameter as well. So right now is your argument. So square b length, comma b height. Okay, this is how you call the argument. So if you enter the value of the argument, you must put the value of the argument 5, 3, something like that. Okay, okay. So next, okay, next, if we want to have, okay, let's say I type a text here, because when I type, you guys cannot see. That's why, I think I like to use Microsoft Word lah, better lah. Okay, let me use Microsoft Word. Okay, I will show you. Okay, I will show in Microsoft Word. Let me share the Microsoft Word. Okay, so let's say you have like this, so you already have like, okay, start, okay, and then this is your line, okay, say hello, okay, set, okay, okay, you broadcast, broadcast house, let's say like this, so here we go. So when I receive house, so you have the set positions, positions as high as length. Okay, so then you call the square with the arguments. So it's a b length, comma b height. Okay, then you proceed lah with the rest of what you have in the receive house. So if let's say, okay, you say the set direction, then you have a triangle. The triangle you give the value, right? So give a value 7. Okay, okay, triangle. So give the value 7 like this. If you give the value 7. If you ask, give the name only. Okay, so once you finish your broadcast, so at the end here you can have this function square. So in this function square, okay, you must have the variable, okay, you must have the parameter. So you have the parameter length and the height. So if you have a parameter, so you have the parameter. So if you have the argument, that means you have a parameter. So you must put the parameter name. So function square. So you can have a tab. So you write everything. Pen down. Okay. Repeat to. Okay. And then you say have the repeat to. Then you have the move. Okay, move. Then you say 25 multiply length. Okay. Then you say turn 90 degrees. Okay. Then move again. Move 50 multiply height. You say. So and then turn 90 degree and up. That's all. Something like this. This is your spelling error lagi. Okay. So like this. So this is something that you do for your block. Okay. For your block. If you don't have any parameter, any argument, no need to put anything. But this is example if you have the parameter. If you don't have, just a simple empty square like this. Or you can make it like you can have you can have this call square. So you call the function. You can add call. So means you call the function call triangles because we return a value there. Okay, we returning a value. So we can call a function. Okay, so something like this. You can do something like this. So is it clear, guys? I think Samuel asking me, right? So Samuel, is it clear for you?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so I hope it's clear as well for other students. So this is what you can do for your block.
Miss.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so if there are multiple sprites, how do you do the pseudocode for different sprites?
Okay.
So, for example,
if you have multiple sprite and the sprite are having a different script, so you can create the code based on the sprite. Just label it. Okay, label them. Okay, just label them.
so I say sprite 1 that does this
course
pseudocode and sprite 2
of
that
course
does
your
this
sprite
pseudocode.
having a name, right? So
Yeah.
at the top here, you name you give a name of your sprite. So for example, teacher. So teacher. Okay. Teachers. Okay. Sprite. You say. Then start doing. So it will be n. The n will be. I notice lab test 1, most of you didn't put the n. You must have the n. Okay. You must have the n. So it will be the last one will be the n. Okay.
Okay, got it.
So don't worry. Okay. So you must have the. You can create based on the sprite by labeling them based on the sprite name. That's all. Any other question before I give you the attendance? Any other questions?
Miss,
Yes.
in order to write the pseudocode for the block, right? We have to write it separately, is it? Like the
pseudocode. What you mean by pseudocode?
how do I say?
Can you explain what actually you want to ask me?
Okay, so in order to write the pseudocode for a certain block, I mean a block is separate, right? Then you have to. How am I gonna like type it out in pseudocode? Am I gonna put it together with the other pseudocode for the sprite, or do I put it in separately?
You mean by in one sprite you have multiple different script?
Yeah.
Just put in one sprite lah. Why you want to separate? So just put in the one sprite. As you can see here, from the one that I show you, this is sprite teacher. We have a start, we have the when I receive, a different script, right? But in one sprite. So just put in one start and finish.
Okay, miss.
Okay, just put in one sprite. No need to do it separately. Okay, just put in one spot.
Okay, miss. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You are most welcome. Any other questions?
Miss,
Yes, and how?
for the cost square just now you said, right? That one is for only to be used for the custom block, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then the core is just like you don't want to put also canon, right? If I want to put square only, can, right?
Can.
Okay.
If you want to differentiate them with a color, some of my students, because when you wrote, okay, in a black color, okay, in a normal automatic color, font color, they cannot differentiate, right? Which one is the block, which one is the normal code, right? Normal script. So what is some of my students do? Okay, what is some of my students did is, they create a different font color for the block. So for example, for square, they create maybe a pink color, something like that lah. So I allow them. I allow them to do that. So I allow my students to differentiate their work with the color, their pseudocode with the color, if they prefer. Sometimes they following the color in in the color in their program. So if let's say they use just now we use pen, right, for the square. So they will use this one for square. They will have, okay, so just now you don't want to have call, so it's square. So they use green color. So when they use a green color here, so it's a green color. Then for this function square, all these function square, they turn in as a green color. Also can. No problem. No problem. If you want to differentiate them, no problem. Okay.
Okay,
Clear.
miss. Thank you. Yeah, clear.
Miss?
Yes?
Okay, can I send you personally like a code that I simply made? Can you tell me how to do a pseudocode for that? Because I'm not so sure about it.
You do the pseudocode first. Then I will check whether it's correct or not.
Okay, all right. I'll do that.
Okay?
Sure.
Any other questions before I give you the attendance?
So, Miss, we just write all the pseudocode. Then for the broadcast messages and custom block, we write below and mention which sprite.
You can write below, but if you want to write in the same in the same line here, you just make a tab here lah. No problem. Both way can. Both way can.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. So, if you send to me, make sure you send that you already try first, because I'm here to guide, not to do the task for you, because the assignment given to you is your own task. That is the real things that we need to accept lah. So the assignment is your assignment, because at the end, you are the one who will be evaluated. So you do first, and then you ask me. Some of you asking me, I think Honji, right? Honji asked me a lot, which is very good, very good, because I keep track with Honji's work. Okay, so I also remember what Honji's did for his assignment. Okay, so that is why. So then I will respond. If wrong, I will say, I will explain lah. I will not say that it's 100% wrong. No, usually I will give a feedback like more to a guidance that what you need to do. So are you sure? Usually I will ask you. I will ask you that where is your end? Why you don't have your flowchart doesn't have a stop? Okay, why it will be like this? Okay, so you need to check. Okay, then sometimes you will figure out you can figure it out and you can solve it. Usually I will not fix for you. I will not edit for you, but you are the one who will fix based on the feedback given. Okay, so some of you giving me like Cheng Hao. Okay, some of you that keep message me Jiawen, which is very good because I keep track with you guys, so I know what you are doing. So when you actually when you ask me a questions, I remember what you are doing, so I can easily see whether you guys are in a right track or not. So just message me, guys. You always can message me. Okay, you always can message me. But when I say, oh, no shooting game, most of the students will not message me again after that. But you don't want to try. If I say, oh, because I receive more than 50% doing a shooting games. So the percentage to be similar, very high, guys. So try. When I ask to try adding something, try. You can try. Okay? This is your time to try doing something. So if you have any questions, you can always ask me. It's not that I will block you. I cannot. So just ask me in the personal chat. Just asking me. And one more thing. Don't worry if your program simple. If your program for the individual project are simple. But as long as you follow the marking scheme, okay, you follow the requirement given, okay, you are following this requirement, you fulfilling this requirement. Actually, when you fulfilling these requirements, these all requirements, it's already help you with the criteria, marking criteria. As long as you fulfill the requirements, it's okay for me. That means your program is running, your program is working. And make sure, guys, to have a stop button anywhere in your games. Even you play a games, you can stop, right? The stop can be either you lost the game or you win the game. But if your game doesn't stop, then there is a problem there. So avoid it. Have a stop. Have a stop. Doesn't matter you are doing interactive story, animation or whatever. Have a stop at the end of your program. Because when you don't have any stop, in this criteria, okay, in this criteria, program termination, program does not terminate. Program does not terminate. Program does not terminate means 0. We don't want to get 0. We want to get the marks. So, please. Okay, program terminates according to instruction is not my instruction. The instruction is your instruction. So, if you instruct by clicking the, okay, you said that click the stop button to stop. So, that is your instruction. So, they will stop. Okay, or when you win, okay, when you lost the game, they will stop. They will terminate. The game will terminate. That is stop. Instruction here mean based on your instruction here. The code readability. The source code has complete user instruction. So if inside the instruction you already informed that if the user win or lost the game will be terminated. So we know. Then the program is terminated according to the instruction. But if the code, if the program does not terminate according to your instruction, it terminate in other way, means you need to click the red button on the top right of your snap. Then there is no instruction. That is a push stop. Because that stop button, we can always click that stop button in the middle of the program. Then that is not a stop button. Okay, terminate means your program completely terminate after they complete run your instruction, your program. So that is terminate. So please, guys. Okay. Clear.
Clear, miss.
Okay. So if you're
Miss,
clear,
I'll send you the pseudocode
yeah.
that I made.
I will check. I will check. Okay.
Okay, sure.
So I will check and I will get back to you, Ashfa. Okay. So
Right.
if you are clear, so let's sign the attendance. Okay. Thank you for today. Stay safe. Don't forget to do the practice. Okay. Okay. See you guys next week on
Miss.
Monday and Thursday. Yes.
Jet Chang has Wi-Fi problems and he cannot sign in to the attendance.
Yes.
Jet has connection issue. He can't sign up for his attendance. Can you help
Yes,
him?
I will sign.
Okay,
I will sign for him because I
Thank you,
saw
Max.
I saw his attendance from the tutorial class as well. He's on the class, but he didn't sign the attendance. Though I already signed for him, so I will sign for him again for this one.
Thanks, miss.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, we have a class on Monday also.
Monday, of course, we have class on Monday.
Not for engineering.
Engineering is on Thursday.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Engineering is on Thursday. We have a class on Monday. Okay. Engineering and CT1 you will have on Thursday. Okay. So thank you for today. Stay safe, everyone. Bye bye. I didn't stop the recording.